The second mount of Mars. The second mount of Mars, lying between the heart and head line, is more important when the subject is born between the dates of 21st October and 21st November and until November 28th. In the zodiac, this period of the year is called the House of Mars negative or mental. In character, they are the complete opposite of the former type, all the Mars qualities being in the mind and in the mental attitude towards people and things. The later type are mentally very courageous and possesses moral courage more than physical. They hate to have scenes or be mixed up with the physical violence of bloodshed. They love to fight mentally. However, in debates or arguments, they also fight to the finish. They are more quietly determined than the former class of Mars subjects. They are even more obstinate in their views, but conceal their opinions and often pass for assenting parties when in the reality they are but waiting for the right opportunity to strike their mental blow and confuse their opponent. These people make better organizers than leaders, and their mental martial spirits often finds a splendid field for their talents as the brain behind an army. In plans, tactics, and strategy, in carefully thought out stores of ammunitions, provisions, and financial schemes, they may bring ruin or discomfiture on a more warlike enemy. When not highly cultivated or developed, they employ cunning and craft of every description to carry out their plans. They will stop at nothing to carry out their purpose. They can be the most treacherous and deadly enemies of all, and poison in the opposition to the sword is one of the chief weapons they most readily employ. All these Mars negative people have a mysterious power of magnetism, which they seem almost unconsciously to use in their dealings with others. They make natural hypnotists or thought readers and have strong leanings towards occultism and secret societies of all kinds. When on a highly developed plane, they use these wonderful qualities for the good of others, especially if they take up the study of medicine or science, for which work they seem usually well suited. Mars negative people are generally so versatile and many sided that they are the most difficult of all to place in some special career. If a good line of head be found on the hand, then there is nothing in the world of the mental endeavor in which they will not make a success. It is curious fact that these people seldom carry out what they were first trained for, and in fact in course of their lives they are likely to change their profession or vocation as many times as the proverbial cat has lives. The worst fault of this type is that they are rather too adaptable to their surroundings and to the people with whom they come in contact. If they are thrown with evil minded persons, they are inclined to adapt themselves to their companions and even attempt to go one better. But if in contact with good influences, they are just as rapidly develop the best that is in them. Their period of the zodiac has from time immemorial been symbolized in their lower development as the figure of a scorpion wounding its own tail, and in their higher development that of an eagle with its head pointing upwards to the sky. Such symbols perfectly illustrate the dual nature of the type under the consideration. In their lower aspect, no type can be more vicious or harmful even to the wounding themselves and bringing about their own destruction. In their higher form, however, there is probably no class whose spiritual nature can, like the eagle, soar to such heights or to be so free from earthly ties. Mars negative people, especially when young, should above all things be carefully brought up with good companions. They should be specially warned to control their sex nature and be kept aloof from all perverse persons and evil books. As regards health, this type is usually inclined to both slight and delicate in their early years, but generally inclined towards corpulency after passing middle life. Both the man and woman have a likelihood of weakness or illness in the sex organs, especially in youth, also in kidneys and the bladder, while in advanced years the stomach and digestive organs become disordered. All through their lives, they should be most careful in their diet and should be abstaining in their diet.